Okay, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody out there in NAF Atsugi. I'm Captain Steve Weeman. Welcome to another spectacular show. It's the Captain's Call time, and we're very pleased to be joined by a couple of outstanding people. CMC Wilkins at the other end of the table. How you doing, CMC?
I'm doing wonderful, Captain. Thank you.
Good. Well, we missed you last week. Senior Espinelli did a nice job over there at CNET-U.
I heard that he wants that job on a regular basis.
He does. Always someone coming up behind you, right? So that's great. Welcome back. And we have a very special guest here today. We're in the woodland green outfit, so welcome aboard. We have Petty Officer Matthew Beckham, EO2. So welcome aboard to the show there,
Thank you, sir.
Well, so we're in a very special place, and obviously you're wearing a different uniform here. So tell us what an EO in the Navy does, what department you work for, and what do you do day to day?
EO, sir, is equipment operator.
Okay.
We run mainly heavy construction equipment, bulldozers, excavators, things like that.
Okay.
Here on the base, we do the cranes and the forklifts.
Okay.
And the licensing on the base.
Okay, outstanding. So all that stuff that we do, our heavy work, heavy moving, heavy hauling, that sort of thing, that's what you did prior to coming to NAF Atsugi, right?
Yes, sir.
Did some earth moving and that sort of thing. And bring your talents here, and as you can see on the status board behind us, we have a million cranes and weight handling equipment type of things that we just went through a great inspection in, and you did a really nice job. So well done.
Thank you, sir.
So that's why we're here today, to respect our CBs, and to everybody out there in Public Works Department and CBs. Got a great sailor here, and we're happy to have him on board the show.
Appreciate it, sir.
Okay, well let's knock it out. I think we got some notes and some things we need to talk about, CMC.
Yes, sir, we do. It's that time of year where we do no heat, no cool, so we're turning the heat off. As we enter spring, we'll be turning the heat off as part of our energy conservation efforts. Warehouses, shops, and offices are scheduled to have their heat turned off this week, as a matter of fact, 17 to 21 March. Retail areas and clubs are scheduled 24 to 28 March. And housing, bachelor officer quarters, bachelor enlisted quarters, the clinic, and the schools are scheduled from March 31st to April 4th. All dates are subject to change based on the local weather conditions. For questions or concerns, please contact Utilities and Energy at 264-4090.
Okay. If you are new to the military lifestyle, then sign up for Compass training. Compass is a spouse-to-spouse mentoring program that introduces participants to all aspects of military life. The next session dates are March 25th to the 27th from 5 to 9 p.m. in Building 949, second floor, room 216. For more information or to register, please visit www.gocompass.org. Okay,
it is that time of year. It's taxes in the U.S. and it's taxes here in Japan if you own a vehicle. All road taxes due no later than April 29th. The Yamato tax office will be closed this year for road tax collection. However, the Atsugi tax office and Sagamino tax office will be available. What that means is it's best to do it right here on our base. Please visit the vehicle registration office at the main gate for maps and directions to those places, or be sure to stop by the road tax collection site at the Atsugi Convention Center on Wednesday, April 2nd through Friday, April 4th from 9 to 11 a.m. and 12:30 to 1500. Keep in mind, for A-plated vehicles and motorcycles, road tax collection is only on Friday, April 4th. For any questions or concerns, please call the Vehicle Registration Office at 264-2112.
And the 2014 USO Japan Charity Tournament is scheduled to be held Saturday, April 19th with a shotgun start at 8 a.m. The event fee includes the green fees, cart rental, tea prizes, breakfast, and a lunch buffet. You can register for this event now through April 8th. The tournament is open to all SOFA status personnel, dependents, and local nationals age 18 or older. Registration fee is based on status. For more information or information about signing up, please go to the USO Japan Facebook page.
And just a reminder to sign up for Relay Health through the Branch Health Clinic at Atsugi. It allows you to email your provider, get your prescription filled, request appointments, and more. You can sign up at www.relayhealth.com or ask your provider about it during your next visit.
Okay, if that's the time of the year for photos for you, the NAF Atsugi Public Affairs Office will be taking full-length photos on Wednesday, March 26th from 9 to 11 a.m. and roster photos Thursday, March 27th from 9 to 11 a.m. No appointments are needed, just walk in during those times. If you have any questions, please call 264-4455.
And AOSA is sponsoring a prom dress sale. They're currently accepting donations at Ichiban and 3027A. Look for the rack outside. They're looking for gently used and clean prom dresses, and the sale begins April 3rd at 3:30 p.m. to 6 p.m. at Ichiban.
Okay, so if you've got a high school senior or junior out there going to the prom, got to make sure you get a nice dress, and we've got a great sale going on from AOSA. So thanks for that great service, Officer Spouse Association. Good job out there. Mr. Beckham, you're a real pro at this, so thanks for joining us.
Well, thank you, sir.
Yeah, great job. And we'll talk a little bit more about where you're from and give us some ideas about your family, that sort of thing when we get back. So, so please, everybody, stay tuned. MWR has got some great stuff going on. A lot of spring tours happening, and it's about time to start thinking about getting outside a little bit for the summer. Get your allergy season over, because I know a lot of us are suffering here, but we got lots of stuff to do in and around the base. So MWR is going to take it from here, and we'll be right back. Please stay tuned.
Snag, starting new at Golf for Kids, Saturday, March 29th, 10:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. at MacArthur Ballpark. Call 264-3782 for more information. Fit to Fight, self-defense class, Thursday, April 10th at 6 p.m. and again, Thursday, April 17th at 12 p.m. Ranger Gym, second floor, racquetball court. Free, that's correct, adults only, 18 years of age and older. 5K run Saturday, April 12th in support of our Sexual Assault Awareness Month. Registration will be at 11 a.m. and the run starts at noon. Hope to see you there. It's that time again, MWR Flea Market, Saturday, April 12th, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. We are currently taking table reservations at the Corner Pocket. Just stop on right on by, pay your $7 a table, 50 cents a chair, and you too will get a part of our MWR Flea Market, located in the Ranger Gym parking lot.
Okay, we're back with our second part of our captain's call today. Thanks, MWR. You got a great show going on and lots of great stuff going on out there. So recommend a tour every other month or so for our folks out there to get out and see Japan. And one thing about our MWR tours is you're going to make it back, right? When you're out there driving in Japan, sometimes it's not always assured.
And you're going to have fun.
Exactly.
And I realize that June is a little ways away, but it's not too early to start thinking about climbing Fuji.
Yeah, it is getting close. So well, anyway, thanks again, and welcome back to the show. We have a great sailor of the day. That is EO2 Matthew Beckham. Welcome back, Pastor Beckham.
Thank you, sir.
So good. So you're from New Mexico. I have to admit, I haven't met too many sailors from New Mexico.
Oh, really?
So what made you join the Navy?
Well, sir, I was planning on joining the Army, and I told my brother, who was in the Army, that those were my intentions, and he suggested that I talk to the Navy recruiter.
Try something else? Okay, well, that's great. Well, we're sure glad you did, and you're doing some great stuff here. And now I understand you have families. Anybody else you'd like to say out there that might see you on Facebook or back home in New Mexico or anywhere else around Japan?
Here in Japan, I've got my wife, Jin, and our son, Jasada. He is now 9 months old.
Okay.
So he wouldn't understand, but I'll still shout out to him anyway.
All right. Well, you can save this, and in a couple of years, you can show him Dad was on TV.
That's right.
So,
I suppose the other CBs here on base over Building 150.
Okay.
I work in a different office than them, but We're a small unit, real close, so
Yeah.
I got to mention them as well.
Exactly. Well, that's great. And PW, man for man, you do more than what the group could possibly do. Among themselves, you guys do a great job. And the snow removal, recently was just one of them. So many hands you're touching out there. Really appreciate what you do. So thanks for everything.
Thanks.
We do appreciate you here. And to everybody else out there who's part of the Beckham family and friend network, he's doing a great job out here. Long way from home, long way from New Mexico, but he's serving our Navy and our alliance with Japan extremely well. So we're happy to have him here, keeping us safe really with all these cranes and all this stuff that you do. It's really what you're doing, keeping us up and working so we can do our mission. So thanks.
Thank you, sir.
All right. So CMC, we got any comments out there we need to address?
Yes, sir. We've got a couple of concerns this
Okay.
week. First concern is addressed to the Halsey Fitness Center. The request out there is that bicycles for small children be allowed on the track, since strollers are allowed on the track.
Okay. Hey, great idea, and we certainly would. According to the manufacturer of the rubberized track out there, they highly recommend no bicycles. And some of the tires may be similar to joggers, strollers, but hey, who are we to be? We're not going to be out there monitoring the size of bike tires. It's just a good policy. The other thing that happens is on bicycles, kids aren't always the most proficient, and they're going to fall over. And those bikes have nuts and bolts on them that will gouge into our track and soon render that thing inoperative. And really, this is a long-term project. This is a 20-year track, 20-year field. We want to keep it that long, keep it in good condition for those folks that are here much longer than us. So that's the idea. We want to keep the hardware off of the base, off of the track there, to keep it in great condition. The repairs are expensive, and ultimately it'll degrade the condition. So we won't be changing the policy anytime soon. But thanks for writing in, and appreciate you going out there and using our track.
And our second concern is for PSD. While attempting to renew a child's passport, this particular customer was given some wrong information by the customer service desk there.
Yeah, so the bottom line is our PSDs are no longer authorized, nor manned or trained to do passport stuff like that. So this was what the Squadron PS, and certainly it's one organization, but this experience didn't work out so good. We just want to inform you that the PSDs are no longer in the business of providing service for passport, tourist passport applications. Some of the squadrons do have passport personnel that can do that for you, usually work in admin and help you out with that. This particular PS2 did this, he provided the advice as a favor, and did provide all the information that was required, but certainly PSD is not required to do this anymore. So the bottom line is you need to work your passports a long time ahead of time, get the appropriate stamps from the embassy by yourself, and unfortunately that involves a trip down to Tokyo and getting those proper stamps out there. But one thing you do not want to do is mess around with customs, mess around with passports, and you have to plan ahead, especially if you have young children, plan on leaving the country, that sort of thing. It can be a real headache, but with proper planning and proper awareness and training, they can give you some tips, but they cannot be responsible for those sorts of things. Making sure you got the proper credentials to get in and out of the country. Okay, so and I know you ran into this in the squadron over there as well, and we do hear about this from time to time. So we'll continue to advertise the PSC's capability and their requirement to provide you with that kind of information. So thanks for writing in. Thanks for identifying a problem out there, and we'll continue to voice our policy. So thanks very much. Okay. That it?
That's all it for the concerns.
Okay.
We've got a few Bravo Zulus to address.
Let's get to these. These are the fun parts.
I have a Bravo Zulu for the outdoor gear issue. From our first contact with Terry in September of 2012 to our final goodbye in March 2014, he and his team at Outdoor Rec have done a phenomenal job running the NAF Atsugi Kennel. They met us at 21:30 the night we arrived and made our dog relaxed and comfortable after a long flight from the USA. Every time we needed a reservation, they were there to help us out, caring for our dog as if she were their own. Our dog loved going to the kennel. We will miss Terry, Jesse, Rachel, and the rest of the team now that we have left NAF Atsugi. Please make sure they know how great a job they are doing. and Bravo Zulu to PSD. PSSM Quinn of HSM 77 and Chief Jimenez of PSD went above and beyond the call of duty on 6 March by helping my family rebook same-day PSC travel via Tokyo Narita on 0 advance notice when the AMC flight couldn't take pets. They handled the airfare and ground transportation like true professionals and turned an amazingly stressful situation into a positive experience. My wife and I are truly grateful for their service.
Wow, that's a big one.
It is. It is. Everyone, I won't say everyone hates PCS travel, but most people hate PCS travel. It's a very trying, stressful time, and when things don't go as planned, and then you're able to get a solution on the same day, that's just outstanding.
Yeah, and of course, it sounds like the AMC system threw them a curveball. Can take the pet, and now they're stranded. So great job out there to PSD. Well done. Thanks for taking care of a great customer as they're on their way out of Japan. And, but I'm sure they benefited from that experience. So thanks for doing a great job over there. And I think that's all we got today. So good job, Pastor Beckham.
Thanks.
Well done. Good show. And CMC, as always, it's a pleasure to be on the air with you. And our public affairs team does a wonderful job making sure that we are primed and proper, have a great script, and making it sailor-proof for us.
Well, they certainly make it easy to make me look good. And trust me, that's not that easy.
No, it's not. We're all holding you up there, CMC. But hey, it's great to be here on the show. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. And I hope you guys have a great week. And looking forward to some spring weather. And we'll be seeing you outside. And thanks for tuning in to the Captain's Call. See you next week.